So first of all, I think it's important to explain how tariffs actually work, right? Tariffs are not actually paid by the country. They're paid by the importing business, the U.S. business that imports that good, which means it's American businesses that are going to be bearing the cost of these tariffs. And that means that American consumers are going to be the ones having to bear that cost because they're going to pass it down.
Deadline?
Well, it does get us closer to getting the budget worked out.
I think it's already starting to be affected. We already are short-staffed, so there's that issue. But then the fork came out, and all of these folks, we find out, are going to start leaving. And then with all the folks that got terminated just a couple weeks ago, it's here and now. Plus, we have the hiring freeze. I think it's already being felt.
Corporate Wayne Everett of Fultondale reminds us that while we can't control what challenges life throws our way, we can control how we respond. He enlisted in the Marine Corps, 1965, leaving his small town of Eastlake for the jungles of Vietnam.
Well, my older brother had joined the Marines 2 years before, and I just followed his steps. Must have been stationed in Hawaii for 2 years. My orders got changed, and I left Camp Pendleton. After about 3 weeks, got on a ship going to Okinawa, and from there flew into Da Nang, Vietnam.
70 years, founded by George and Peggy Brown, friends of ours who are no longer with us, but serving up hamburgers and fried chicken for 7 decades and being recognized with the James Beard Award. Very, very proud of our lucky fishermen.
No, I think long term, we still want to get that minerals deal put together. I think that's what the president wants. And along with that comes some automatic security guarantees. If we've got Americans working with Ukrainians to develop those mineral resources, it naturally means that Mr. Putin has got to be on guard with the fact that he should not be any place putting Americans in harm's way. So I think this is the first step. We've got to get it back on track once again, but that's the goal. Get that done.
He berated and interrupted his host, and instead of expressing gratitude for the extraordinary help that the U.S. has provided his country and effectively helped him stay alive and stay in power. So the way that went down was very disappointing. I hope and pray, frankly, that President Zelensky will come to his senses, come back to President Trump, express gratitude as he should, apologize for his behavior there, and accept this mineral rights deal.
And the fact is this: Vladimir Putin is a brutal dictator. Russia started this war. And the entire pretext for that meeting yesterday was an attempt to rewrite history in order to sign a deal with Putin that hands Putin Ukraine. That is disastrous for U.S. national security. That means that China will be on the march. Putin may not stop. America may be at war with a nuclear power.
One of the actions we tried to take during one of the recent hearings was to subpoena Elon Musk to simply come in and answer questions about his plans and what Doge is doing. Not one Republican voted to do that. Overall, House Democrats, we are in the minority, but we're fighting back legislatively.
So today, in this hearing on foreign aid, which the GOP has called, you're going to hear all kinds of wild conspiracy theories, accusations, and unfounded data. It's designed to confuse and provide cover for Donald Trump and Elon Musk in their reckless gutting of our foreign aid and our reordering under the Trump administration of international affairs.
Well, it's true. That's what they're doing.
Listen, the case I'm making to Democrats is that we have to fight every single day. Every single day. Republicans flood the zone. Democrats have to flood the zone. They flood the zone with lies. We flood the zone with truth. We are going to stop this billionaire takeover of government. We are going to stop their destruction of democracy, which they have to do because what they are attempting to do, gut Medicaid in order to feed another set of tax cuts to Elon Musk and his billionaire friends, it's unpopular. We're going to stop that billionaire takeover, that destruction of our democracy, only by fighting them every single day.
There's no substitute for showing up and from talking to one another in person. And so that's why I wanted to be here today, and I want to really hear from you today and in every day in the days ahead.
Through his hard work and generosity, Steve has completed 30 visits to care for the homes of Nancy Kincaid and Bill Orzechowski, 2 neighbors facing serious health challenges. His service has not only maintained their yards, he has given them peace of mind, dignity, and the knowledge that their community cares. Steve's contributions exemplify the very best of Northwest Ohio's spirit. Neighbors helping neighbors, lifting each other up in times of need.